Warner Bros. Discovery and TBS reportedly are thrilled with the AEW Dynamite Beach Break ratings. Speaking of Beach Break, we've got an update on the AEW Collision Beach Break broadcast issues over the weekend. We've got more details on the NXT absence of NXT Superstar Jasmine Nix. WWE LFG reportedly has been renewed by A&E for 3 more years. Logan Paul says some people are mad he wasn't fired in the latest round of WWE releases. Penta explains why WWE's acquisition of AAA Lucha Libre is good for the business, and former TNA wrestling broadcaster Josh Matthews confirms his brand new role with AEW. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Before we begin, you can see right there, we're currently at 21,757 subscribers. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Join the ever-expanding WNU, that being the Wrestling News universe. In addition, you can become a member of the WN 365 roster. You can scan the QR code when it appears on the sidebar. You can click the link in the video description below, or click the join button. You get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content. Speaking of the sidebar too, you can see right there all of the upcoming watch-alongs and post-shows that we've got here on the channel. That includes WWE Saturday Night's main event this weekend for a watch-along and a post-show on Saturday, as well as AEW Double or Nothing on Sunday too, that being a watch-along and a post-show for that. Be sure to join us live here on the channel. Now let's begin with Warner Bros. Discovery and TBS reportedly being very happy with the ratings for AEW Dynamite Beach Break last Wednesday. All Elite Wrestling aired a special Beach Break edition of Dynamite from the Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois on Wednesday, May 14th. Headline matches on the show included Hangman Adam Page and Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita and Josh Alexander, Timeless Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa versus AZM versus Sky Blue, and a main event steel cage match which saw Jon Moxley successfully retain the AEW World Championship against Samoa Joe. Dynamite Beach Break drew AEW Dynamite's highest average total viewership on TBS since September 25th, 2024, with 682,000 viewers. The episode averaged a 0.17, which was the highest demo rating for Dynamite since April 9th, 2025. Programming Insider noted Dynamite Beach Break finished number 3 on cable in 18-49, only below Game 4 of the New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics in the NBA playoffs, and Game 5 of the Florida Panthers versus Toronto Maple Leafs in the NHL playoffs. The ratings for Dynamite Beach Break made a good impression with Warner Bros. Discovery, as Dave Meltzer reported on Wrestling Observer Radio that TBS were, quote, thrilled with the viewership for Dynamite. Viewership for Dynamite Beach Break peaked with the main event of Samoa Joe versus Jon Moxley, quote, TBS was thrilled with the number. Obviously, I don't think they expected anything close to that going against the NBA and NHL playoffs. That's a good sign for AEW, Meltzer said. Now, AEW ratings have improved in 2025 since Dynamite and Collision began to simulcast on TBS/TNT and Max. The combined viewership for Dynamite is believed to be between 1 million and 1.2 million viewers within 24 hours of the show airing. Now, Beach Break wasn't without its issues, certainly technical ones over the weekend for AEW Collision Beach Break. Now, viewers of Saturday's AEW Collision were met with a surprise when the show came to an abrupt end half an hour early on TNT and on HBO Max, with AEW President Tony Khan posting that the broadcast was experiencing technical issues. The latest Wrestling Observer Radio featured hosts Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez discussing the issue, with Alvarez noting that the show was still not available to view on Max last night. Khan later posted an update noting that the uninterrupted version was initially supposed to play on the West Coast feed later on Saturday, but the issue had still not been fixed, and the full version did not air. As of right now, no version of Saturday's Collision is available to stream on HBO Max. According to Meltzer, the full episode should be uploaded to the streaming platform at some point today, that being May 19th. As for the Triller TV feed, which many international fans use to watch the show, the host noted that the full broadcast made it out, but there were numerous issues, such as problems with the on-screen graphics. Quote, I don't know exactly what the problem was, but obviously it was very serious if they couldn't fix it, and it still wasn't up on Max today, Meltzer said last night. Weird situation there. Saturday's Collision was pre-taped earlier in the week, with the show featuring a tribute to late wrestler and football player Steve Mongo McMichael, as well as matches featuring Kyle Fletcher, Megan Bain, Speedball Mike Bailey, and more. Following the McMichael Memorial, the show went to a commercial and returned with the superhero movie Black Adam, starring WWE's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now let's go over to WWE NXT and an update on an NXT Superstar absence here. WWE NXT Superstar Jasmine Nix was notable by her absence on this past week's edition of WWE NXT Television. Her Fatal Influence stablemates Fallon Henley and JC Jane were on the show, leading to Jordan Grace and Stephanie Vaquer, but Nix was nowhere to be seen. In an update, Fightful Select noted that WWE are hopeful she won't miss too much time, but is currently sidelined from action. The report stressed that she is still with the company, for those who may have assumed that she was one of the many WWE NXT superstars who were recently released. Nix last wrestled at TNA's Countdown to Rebellion show on April 27th, where Fatal Influence defeated Li Ying Li, Xia Brookside, and Rosemary in the Knockouts division. Nix, who has been signed to WWE since 2023, was caught up in some controversy in April due to the behaviour of her boyfriend during a live stream. He appeared to make racist comments whilst also mocking a disabled person during a visit to a theme park. Nix was shown with him in the video and received some backlash online as a result. Now, big update here when it comes to WWE LFG. Mickie James has provided a major update on the future of WWE LFG, that being Legends and Future Greats, following the conclusions of its debut season. Sunday, May 18th, saw the finals of WWE LFG Season 1, with 2 male and 2 female hopefuls facing off for the right to earn a WWE NXT contract and crown their respective coaches as the first ever WWE LFG champion. In the end, it was Tyra May Steele who defeated Bubba Ray Dudley's Zena Sterling on the women's side, while Booker T's Jasper Troy came out against The Undertaker's Shiloh Hill. While Mickie James was the only coach without a representative in the WWE LFG finals, she was full of positives regarding her participation in the show when speaking to Denise Salcedo at Comic-Con Revolution Ontario ahead of the finals airing on A&E. Quote, "It was so fun. It was so much fun. It was a lot, I think, where I went wrong, where I will always go wrong, is that I lead with my heart and I fell in love with my kids. I'm going to be a fan of theirs for life now. I want to see them win. I want to see all those guys win. It was a wonderful crew. I got even closer, I think, to Booker T. He made me laugh every single day. I got to know Undertaker in a different light. I'd only seen him as a judge and the jury of the locker room. To know him and feel like an equal, that was pretty special. All these guys are Hall of Famers. I was the only one that wasn't a Hall of Famer, and I was the first female coach, so there was a lot of testing myself, even feeling like I was worthy to be here coaching with the guys. Booker and Bubba have schools where they've produced a lot of talent that's on TV right now. You know, I don't have a school. I've done a few seminars, the masterclass, I've done that, you know. But yeah, it was so much fun." James would then claim that WWE LFG has been renewed for 3 more years, saying, quote, "It was a lot of fun to be the first ever and to have the success to know that's gotten picked up for not just another season, but for 3 years. So like 6 seasons, hopefully. That's a big damn deal. I loved it, and you're welcome." Now, it has already been confirmed that James will not be returning as a coach for WWE LFG Season 2, with 2025 WWE Hall of Fame inductee Michelle McCool taking up her spot alongside her husband, The Undertaker, Bubba Ray Dudley, and Booker T. Now, a bit of an update here when it comes to Logan Paul. He's going to be on Raw tonight, but he says that there are some fans upset with him. Logan Paul says people are upset he wasn't part of the latest round of WWE releases. Of course, at the beginning of May, several WWE superstars were released or made aware that their WWE contracts would be allowed to expire. With this came fan backlash about talent exiting the company, with Logan Paul believing he has drawn a substantial amount of that ire. While speaking on the latest episode of Impulsive, Paul referred to the latest round of releases, stating that some people wanted him to be a part of the cuts. Quote, "Some people are mad I didn't get fired in the last round of WWE releases. They let a lot of people go. Not your boy. They were mad at that. The way I see it, you can't let go a future World Heavyweight Champion. That would be just ridiculous." Of course, Paul is currently scheduled to feature on tonight's edition of WWE Monday Night Raw, live streaming on Netflix. Speaking of Raw, Penta, of course, will be on the show, and WWE have acquired Mexican promotion AAA Lucha Libre, with the announcement being made over WrestleMania 41 weekend, and WWE superstar Penta believes the deal is good for pro wrestling. Penta, who debuted in WWE earlier this year, knows AAA intimately, having called the promotion his home for many years. During his recent appearance on Raw Recap, the former AAA Latin American champion discussed the importance of the deal. Quote, "In my personal opinion, it's good for the business. It's good for the fans. I think it's a very, very good opportunity for Mexican wrestlers, the younger wrestlers, and in general, the Mexican wrestlers, because this door is bigger than any other opportunity in the world. I don't know exactly what is the form. I don't know exactly what will be the Mexican combine. I don't know. but I'm sure this is the best opportunity for all Mexican wrestlers, he said. Penta is optimistic that the deal will open doors for more Mexican wrestlers to feature in WWE, saying, quote, "I want to see more wrestlers here in WWE, luchadors, obviously. To be honest, man, and I'm serious, I think it's good for the business. I don't know when it will start. I don't know the real formula for this project, but I feel it in my heart. It is good business." Now, the deal to bring AAA under the TKO umbrella has received mixed reactions, with some believing WWE's involvement could dilute the promotion, while others feel it will help elevate it. AEW's Jeff Jarrett echoed Penta's thoughts about the acquisition helping the business as a whole overall. However, WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross expressed how the deal left him scratching his head. The acquisition will be in full effect at next month's World Collide show, which will see stars from AAA and NXT appear at the same event for the first time. And finally, a bit of an update here when it comes to Josh Matthews in AEW. Following his exit from TNA Wrestling back in February, reports indicated that Josh Matthews came aboard to All Elite Wrestling, specifically working in the production truck to streamline communications between production crew and company producers. While appearing in a video on former WWE Superstar Maven Huffman's YouTube channel, Matthews confirmed his new role. Quote, "Right now, I'm shadowing Mike Mansory," Matthews said, "so I'll do the Ring of Honor matches before, then I'll sit and watch Collision, then do the Ring of Honor on Honor Club matches after. It will be a busy night." Mike Mansory, a former vice president of global television production in WWE, joined AEW in late 2022, initially as senior vice president and co-executive producer. Last year, Mansory received a promotion to EVP and head of global production. In Matthews' case, he arrived to AEW as a former commentator in both WWE and TNA. In TNA, Matthews also worked as a senior producer and senior director of digital media. Matthews was one of many notable names reportedly backstage at the March 26th edition of AEW Dynamite, which emanated from St. Paul, Minnesota. Other visitors included former WWE and WCW star Perry Saturn and former NXT wrestler Von Wagner. Matthews' wife, Madison Rain, currently works as a coach and in-ring performer for the company as well. Matthews' departure from TNA Wrestling comes as part of a recent string of similar ones with the likes of Christy Hemme, executive producer Ariel Scherner, and former head of talent relations Gail Kim also being let go in the early months of 2025. But there you go, guys. Latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. As you can see right there, we're at 21,757 subscribers. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Join the ever-expanding WNU. Reminder, you can join the WN365 roster. Links in the video description below. You can also click the join button or scan the QR code when it appears on the sidebar. You get your badges, your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right-hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.